Kexx, still on the Mandinari issue. You were personally involved and very close with the family from inception, right? And working very closely with them. Can you just give us a quick rundown? Because again, I saw even at the time you went with them to the hospital to perform the post-mortem, you gave a quick narration of what has happened. Again, you are not a medical personnel, you are not a lawyer, but you are a reporter. And when you report as it is. You don't take any if or dot, you don't cross the T's, you don't do the Y's. It is as it is for people to dissect it and just take whatever they take. Just give us a quick rundown, your interaction with the family, and then the post-mortem thing, because as of now, today, Friday, the report is still not out. So hopefully when it's out, we will see what the report will reveal. Hopefully then we will take it from there. But just quickly before we just move to the next topic.
Yeah, Kafa Baraka Bakarek. Chile family, at that time, the family was actually, these are people who didn't understand procedures.
Yes.
And they were seeking for justice, but how do they seek for justice? And seen as a civil society and as people who are concerned, we take it upon ourselves that we will help this family to make sure that justice is prevailed. Because like they said, this was a trend that was going on. And it becomes a culture in this country. And for me, I didn't even say it's police brutality now, but it's torture. They torture people. That is what is happening in our police system. And we have a law that is against torture. But police are torturing people every day and night. Police officers must understand that they are not the courts, they are not prosecuting officers, they are just there to make sure they arrest people and put them in one place. They arrange them before the court, they present their evidence that they have, the court decide. But now the police will prosecute and sentence you in social media, in the other police or magazine, I don't know whatever. They determine cases without even it going to the court. Even if that boy fell down and rose, police would say that we caught this guy and eventually died. What happens would be in the court, that evidence would be in the court. It's not for the police to come. Now you are telling the evidence. But if somebody do that an ordinary citizen, they will say that the evidence that is already before the social media cannot be substantiated in court. But police will use these things in court and do that. And they have done it in several cases where they prosecuted and sentenced you online before even going to before a magistrate. Because for them, they think they are above the law. And this has to stop. This is a country of law that every citizen is below the law. Nobody is above it. Irrespective of you wear a uniform, you are serving the people. And unless we change, because we need to understand that how the police force came into being at the first place. Colonial masters used these police officers to torture us, to make sure that we become subject. And how do we dance to their tune is to have security apparatus that will make us to dance to their tune, that will arrest us and torture us. That's how we have it. And that's why you still have the police force. And unless we change those narratives for people to understand, they are here to serve the people. And even the name itself has to change to say that Gambia Police Force. Even the word force, if you have to interrogate it, look at it, it's not a good one.
At all.
Gambia Police Service.
Thank you.
So now if you interrogate that one, you will understand what is the meaning of service. That I'm a subject to these people. They are the taxpayers. That I must serve them. Even if where I found them wanting against the law, I should make sure that I serve their interests. Arrest them, but where I arrest them, I must respect their fundamental rights until the court determines otherwise. Then now you become an officer of service. Police intervention unit, what intervention? What are you intervening? It has to change. So when they come with that mentality of intervening into a crime with forces, maxes, you don't even see their faces. So they can beat you. I could remember when we were taken during our arrest, police officer forced to apply one of our boys and told him that, Mbe fala dak. So you understand that. And these are the mindset that they have. And even after that Monday running incident, when that boy died, the 19 people that were arrested, because I went to anti-crime to see those 19 people, because we realized that one guy was bleeding continuously, and he was kept at anti-crime, refused to take him to the hospital.
Bleed?
Yes.
They don't care.
So I was like, no, this cannot continue. So I called the chair, the councillor of and I called the National Assembly member. I said that we must visit these people. And you must have an independent guy there who will witness it. So we went to the Banjonini police. They said they are not here, they are at anti-crime. So I went there, we see one something SAR, it's not the other SAR, this one is the SO of Banjonini police, Banjonini anti-crime. One SAR short guy. So we went to his office, we introduced ourselves, and we said we want to see these people. Since in the morning they are not giving food, and we heard that the order was no food should come outside.
You mean they denied them food?
Yeah, they said no food should come inside.
You see?
So maybe they have their own food, but is that my choice? what you are cooking, is it my favorite? I'm not somebody who is sentenced already to say that, okay, food cannot come outside. Because that happens when you are sentenced in mile 2 that no food can come outside. But as far as you are under trial, you have right to eat any food that your family can bring in.
And
so
Kexx also, what about family access? Were they family?
They were not having
No,
family.
no,
Even
no.
also it was a struggle because we went with people with autism.
Those people were put on the communicado.
Even Aluba, when Aluba was put, before we
Incommunicado.
Aluba is not in anti-crime. When Aluba was in anti-crime.
Yeah,
So for me, lying to citizens is a problem. Because he have right to his family, he have right to. So when we went there, I saw the boy. And I saw him, he was seriously wounded. And you could see on the, because he didn't change the clothes that he wear. So you could see the evidence. But because if you cannot go with the phone, you could not take it because they seize all your phones at the gate. So, but you could see the blood all over his. And I said, what happened? He said, you see the bottle, the white bottle that the PIU officers have? This is what he hit me.
Or the tear gas
the
bottle.
tear bottle.
Yeah.
He said he hit me and teared this completely. Say blood was oozing like that. So after killing somebody, they are not even worried. They could have killed that guy too. So that shows you how lawless this country is.
Because you can
And
overbleed to
yeah,
death.
overbleed to death. And you keep him at that place. I only found a plaster on him and he says, I was Rosto Banjunende. And he was kept there. You know, all of them, all those 19 people are put into one cell. How come? And they found another 20-something people in that place.
Yeah.
Some were there for 21 days up to now. They are detained for 21 days. Because when Aliuba came,
The Jabang case.
some people were there.
Those who were arrested at the Jabang protest.
Yes.
Some of the Aluba met those
There's
people,
people there. Never been arrested.
Anti-crime. Never been arrested before court.
So when I see all those things, I see
telling
this
you.
family need help. They need somebody who
People
is
don't know what is
strong-headed.
going on in this country.
Seriously?
Yes.
Yeah, like serious. So when I see those things, I see that these people doesn't care. So the family need another strong person who understands this. We say we must attach ourselves to the family to help them and guide them. And they appreciate it because they went up to an extent that they hand over everything to us. To say that whatever you guide us, we will do it. So in the initial stage, they wanted to take them and they sign a document to say that, okay, you know, we are okay, we are not going for any post-mortem and other issues. We said, no, there are two options. It's for you to decide. And that's your consent. There's a consent form that you need to fill. And that consent form is telling you whether you accept to go ahead with the post-mortem. Because they use this religious terminology, you know, fureo na fata is also fureo reke ala nyanda ka bunya, nyanda ka suturale, banita post-mortem babalo farala, fureo mo bunya tal. So they put that mindset in the people, you know, using our religion to function. But you, the police, are saying that you want to know the cause of the death.
It's even to the interest of the
Police officer.
to exonerate themselves.
Absolutely.
That is, but how would you do it? Is to ascertain the cause of death.
Absolutely.
Because right now everybody's mindset, you killed the boy. So why would you even try to cajole or brainwash these people not to go ahead with the post-mortem? Is it that you are sure that you did it and you are trying to hide that? Why?
Because you said that this guy was running and he fell down
He
the
fell
next
and
day.
collapsed.
Another when we challenged that, you said, okay, this is not something that hold water. You came with another statement. You are contradicting yourself. The eyewitnesses are there. They testify and they give evidence through the camera, through media houses. Say that this boy was beaten to death. This boy was healthy. He was going. They were building their this thing. The hospital there is what we call mortuary. The boss was given the contract to construct the mortuary for military people. He went and took this bag of cement and put it at there, bring the sands, gather everything, mix the cement. So he just sit down, let me relax, 2 minutes, I smoke whatever I will smoke. You came, you found him.
So he was at work.
He was at work.
Even at the Kampekai
He
or
was at
whatever.
work. They found him there. That's why he was chased into the bush, because immediately the hospital was just behind the compound. So he was chased. So normally, when we see police officers, more especially in the villages, the moment you see an uniform officer, they start running for their life. So the boy ran away. We chased him and hold him. According to eyewitness, because I spoke to so many people, they tell me this guy I was seeing it. But you claim that you didn't believe. But why was he handcuffed? Because now they confirm that yes, they removed the handcuff from the hand. But you said you didn't even get too close to this guy. He fell down. And when you pick him, you found out he was dead. You rushed to the hospital.
And you still handcuffing.
Yeah. But he's still handcuffed. And he was never arrested.
Who handcuffs a dead body?
Because when you collapse, was it the collapsed individual that you handcuffed?
Yeah.
So I mean, I think
what normally happen is, for example, like according to the narration, let's go by the narration. Okay? Now, you came and found me sitting in a enter and sitting. But cabinet kanana borta. So sa yeboro men ken noma like it is high, yalla bottle normal. Now you will also even come finally. I understand. Yalla not bottle. So you normal. So it need a foot and tamadam the kafol hey na muta hey alama ko na muta. For example, so say need to you mari muta you muta damonto. It let me go can be handle now. Let me go community. I had a bondi menke. Iba damfula. Iba clara. Iba thinkela.
Are you speaking from experience?
No. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm telling experience.
Yes,
From experience.
Okay.
Because now you are like you make kamfanya kamale. Because I bondi menke. Say can we do instead of saying
concentrating on what he must have done wrong, but now it's a matter of...
Because aside from saying, you don't care about the joint there. You don't care about
what
the
can
box
you
there.
get from him?
Now, all what you care is now, I am born in the he pay for it. That alone, psychologically, you can understand, you know, these officers must touch this boy because he be kamfara kamale. Ya damfu ya think. So, and really, I'm not doing all balo bala. There are some certain position in human being.
Yeah, when you hit it hard,
like,
you weaken it.
If you hit the head,
yes,
or you hit the stomach, or you hit here, or you hit here, basically, I can move along automatically. Amarim flat le. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go ak jigen. Sa jigen biram mo gëna digeen. Jigen mën nga ko door ci biir mu saf, mu métti rek mu li. Waye góor biram boko fa dooré dang dafa mo gëna métti rek.
Susu biir bi sax.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Yes. So susu biir bi sax. So dem be fofu rek.
Bayo baxna. Kexx ñëw.
So when we see the family was very vulnerable and they need people that will help them to guide them because they didn't understand because of the situation.
And possibly they've never gone through such. Never in their life.
So we said we will definitely help, and we went there, understand what is their mindset. For them, they want justice. We said, we will guide you through. You know, if you need a lawyer, we will provide you the lawyer. So when they called them, they said, tomorrow you must be in Banjul to sign this consent form, whether you are proceeding with the post-mortem or nothing. You know, these people are not educated. You put a form before them, you know, hi, we're so about post-mortem. If you tell that to somebody who didn't understand.
Why would you even tell them
No,
that?
I'm telling you, like, sometimes that's how they explain. Not that happens, but sometimes that's how they prepare your mind. So somebody who with this religion background will say, so now they made you to sign that. So we said, no, this is, you know, it's a different, because we want to change the narrative that things cannot go scot-free like this. People must be held accountable. So we went there, we guide them before they go inside. We told them these are the two options. But we cannot decide for you, you are the family. But we can guide you that for the best interest of Omar, this is what we will have to advise you to do. But now it's left to you to decide.
To choose. But at least you've presented the options clearly.
Yes.
And they understand.
I said, Council, you can do this. And once you agree on this is the position you will take, go in with the post-mortem, we will guide you what to do. So when they decided that, we said, now, they have their own lawyer because now it's the state's event. And we must allow them to exhaust, even though we might have our own event. And in the event it comes otherwise, we have our alternative. That, you know, we will do another, we are taking another direction. Even the results come in the side of the police. We have our own side that we are going to battle it out. And we will do that, and we will advise the family to do so. So, but for now, since this, let's just give them the benefit of the doubt. Let them do whatever they will do. So we tell them, we will provide you a doctor. Then we consult 2 doctors that are private doctors to be part of the people who conduct the post-mortem. So we went through the process. They went and signed the consent form. They take an affidavit and support the form to say that this is the consent of the family. We accept. We went to magistrate and he granted the application for them to go and do the post-mortem. So these are people who didn't understand the process. We say we can go together again. We bring the private doctor. We bring everything. Guide them through the process. They identified it because there are thousands of dead bodies in our post-mortem. Those are not identified. People are there. So first, before they bring a dead body and say this is your body, you must identify it. We told the family first, let them produce the body, and they will call 2 or 3 family members to go and identify. Take your time. There's no rush. See the body. If it is Omar, you are confirmed, said yes, this is our dead body. Then they let them lift it, and as they are doing it, follow the entire process because this is illegal. So we did that. We have our lawyers. They have their teams from the police department and everything. They went to the post-mortem, do whatever they will do. Look at the body. Wherever there is a bruises, they look at the bruises and dig inside to know how deep the bruises has gone, whether that can cause a death. And they look at all those things. So whatever medical term or terminology they have there, no, but these are the process that happen. There are certain things that happens is so traumatizing, we cannot say those things on the media because the family might be watching this thing, but it was intensive post-mortem that happens there. Everything that you could have checked was checked to know what, I don't know what will be done. Some parts were taken just for further examination. That happens there. And they said, they talk to the family prior. Had it been that the family has, after those post-mortem, they have consulted me as somebody or another person who was guiding them, I would have told them that they should not have taken the dead body until the results was out. That would have been in my position. But after everything, they told the family that now this is your body. And they already said, okay, we didn't have a place where a cooling system where we can keep the body, but we'll keep it here tomorrow. So already they have given their consent. So when they came, they explained it to me, because by then I went out. I said, okay, hadn't been that you waited for me, but already you have given your consent and you have signed that your body was handed over to you. I cannot do anything. But if it was me, I would have told they must keep the body there until the resource is out. So that if you disagree with whatever happens, you still have the body. You
have an opportunity
body
to seek another independent opinion.
And you have that law
a second opinion.
back you to do that one. That if you disagree with government, when you can do your independent one, where now the state will be witness rather than you doing your own one. Now you are the witness of the police process, but now you will be the witness to your own. The police will be witness to your own process. That will be an independent. But since they accepted, I said, okay, let's now leave everything and we go. So we took the dead body and did the burial. But still consulting with the family. That let's wait for the results and hopefully the results will come out. But in the event it doesn't come out, there are eyewitnesses that witness. So if the results go negative, you know what to do. There is another avenue that we want to take. But so far, this is what we have helped the family and guided them to see, so that they have justice. Because it's not just only for the family, but this is for the entire. Like my brother said, tomorrow it can be me.
Right.
So that's why I didn't see this fight as a fight of Umar or Umar family. Because you could see the trend from GPA. I could remember somebody who died, one university student who was killed.
Stabbed by a
police officer. You go to Serakunda Market, that boy. You go to Haruna Jami. So the trend is coming. So the citizens must be concerned that their life is at risk. And unless we stop, because freedom doesn't just drop from the sky. Apartheid was a law, but it was a bad law. That's why it was challenged. So people must understand that even though certain laws are, even though they are laws, but if they are not fit for its purpose, it must be challenged. That's why when people are saying the Public Order Act is a law, and they say that we have to respect it, bad laws cannot be accepted. We must challenge them. And for me, I'll be part of people who will challenge those laws to make sure that they are not fit for our democratic society. And we voted for the peace citizens to own the country, and they determined not people to make laws that will make us our subject in our own country. So these are some of the things.
I'm very glad you explained the process, and at the end, when it was exhausted, they took their own independent decision to accept to receive the body and go do the burial, which you did not have, a say to, because you are not part of the family. You were just there to guide as a concern, an activist, a Gambian who loves people. Because again, there were people who were insinuating that you guys were the ones instigating the family to go through all that process. If it was left to the family alone, they would not have done it. But that part that you've said will tell viewers and everybody else that it was the family that they were making the decision. At the end of the day, they were not aware of these things because they've never gone through it. And nobody wants to, be a champion of, I know it because I've gone through it several times.
The problem is,
what I mean?
The problem is whoever want to help, vulnerable people in this country, it's like a kill to the enemy. So all what they will say, look, let me tell you something. Gala is here to stay. And Gala is here to let me tell you. Gala is here to stay. And Gala Tim Gomsa Boba is here to stay. Edward Francis Small is here to stay. All these civil society organizations are here to stay, and they will do their best. Kajeko, they stand for the government. These are civil society organizations. Okay, wherever you come from, the moment you need the service of these groups, they will come. And they will give you best of their service. That is why you've seen all of them. Some people were even, cautioned not to even be around such kind of this. But why did they actually, came there? Because they want to show solidarity to the family. Look, Mole Fata, somebody died.
Of course.
Somebody was just, killed, brutally killed.
Thank you, Bayo.